Slumber. Oh boy, slump. Look at his legs. It look like I got hit by a bus. Why does it look mangled? Alright. It's been a while. Alright, I'm gonna do my best to just briefly go over what I've been doing since the last episode. And I'm gonna also do my best to explain to you guys how this game completely screwed me over for like a month. Okay, so here we go. I tamed the level 130 Gigantoraptor. I decided to show off the water pen that I made for the mosasaurs that I caught in the last episode. Random square patch of foam in the water there. What the hell is that? But yeah, I'll open up here. Here's the interior. Got a nice fabricator. Got 2 cryo fridges right here to store up the cryopod dinos. We got some mutated mosasaurs here. Got a couple colors on them. We got roof access up here. This is where I got the generator stored, powering the building and all its lights. Now if we move through here, I don't know what the hell was going on with the lighting at the time, but here I'm just showing off the progress on the mutations for the mosasaurs. We got like 3 health, 3 melee. It was going good. It was going good so far. Okay, here I'm just showing off which part of the walls that I got done and which parts I still needed to finish. And yo, let me tell you one thing. Back when I recorded this, the game was in shambles. It kept crashing every like 2 minutes, man. It made doing this a pain in the ass. And it was only getting worse by the day. And you're gonna see later on how bad it really got. Now, you see that Gigantoraptor that I tamed? I ended up doing absolutely nothing with it because at the time, there was this weird glitch going on where I just could not imprint on it for some reason. So I said, alright, and I just put him away for now until they fix that bug. Alright, fast forward and the pen is done, all finished. You see that shit? Even the dinosaurs are tired of seeing me build this damn pen. Because boy, when I tell you building this took so long to do. Because not only was the game constantly crashing, but it took so many resources. Alright, don't mind the baby Tyrannosaurus. That's just a means of leveling up these mosasaurs. Let's take a look-see here. Alright, so on the right side here, we have Moses. Moses the mosasaur. Here we got him in his Jamaican color scheme. Got some greens, yellows, and blacks. And Moses is the name of the guy in the Bible that parted the Red Sea. So I'm like, it's a mosasaur, it swims in the sea, Moses, mosasaur, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, let's move our attention away from this big head boy and turn our attention to this dusty gal, her body up in the air. Watch ya! Look how she had duck her head in the water. Cause she ashamed. Imagine me raise her since she was a little lizard under the water. And now she feels since she a big blood clot whale, she could just skin out. And over here we got the breeding pair, of course. I did end up getting a red one, which I didn't end up using, but I decided to keep it just so I have like a blue, green, and red. You know, it's kind of like the ARC logo. Why not? You know what I'm saying? And here I'm just showing off exactly how deep the pen is and how long it took me to build up all these walls and just enclose everything in this little aquarium I got going on. And keep in mind, the game was constantly crashing when I was trying to do this, so it just took even longer because of that. Okay, so these are the stats we're working with. Unleveled. They are imprinted. At the time, I think there was a glitch going on where it wouldn't show you the how much imprint percentage you have, but it was fully imprinted. And then these are the stats of the parents. So mutated, yes, but not leveled, not imprinted, nothing too crazy. I mean, it's a mosasaur, so they have really good health and weight and good everything, to be honest. And yeah, because of that, I didn't really have to go too overboard with the mutations, you feel me? Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and just level this puppy up. All right, 67 levels, 700 51k health. And around 1,200 melee, phenomenal. I'm gonna just go ahead and do a little bit more leveling and just clean up the area real quick. But yeah, as you can see there, we're doing 1,154 damage per bite. Absolutely amazing. Looking back at it now, I kind of wish that I took the time to go tame up some other mosasaurs just for their traits, just so I could put it on this one and make it even more powerful, but that's something we can do later in the future, I guess. Yeah. Yo, I can't get over this ability, man. It's so sick. All sea creatures in this game should be able to beach themselves on land, man. I don't care. And then this thing can just pick up whatever it wants in its mouth and just take it away. This thing has a whole T-Rex in its jaws, bro. Like, this is crazy. Like, can you imagine seeing this shit? Imagine you're playing PvP. You just started out. Maybe you got like a raptor now, an iguanodon. And then some guy that's been on the server for a hot minute leaps out of the water on the back of this big ass thing and just takes one of your tames, straight up kidnaps it and drags it to the depths of the ocean, and you're just unable to do shit about it. absolutely insane. But yeah, I just have to show all that off since last episode was like completely dedicated to getting one of these, and considering how long it took me just to get all this done, the breeding, the enclosure, I had to show it off, man. But yeah, I'm really happy with how all this turned out. Just glad it's out the way. Now we can just move forward, and let me show you what else I've been up to. Alright, max level Thyla in the trees. Gotta tame that. One of these motherfuckers tried to get the jump on me, but my Ceratosaur was not having that. No, sir. By now, you should know that I absolutely despise building traps, so you already know what my game plan is. Just run around and try and shoot this thing on foot. I'd at least would have to get it in like a generally safe area that doesn't have too many obstacles in the way, so I could just like shoot it down. And I had a really good rifle on me, so it wouldn't have taken too many darts to get down. So yeah, this thing ended up picking a fight with a damn Acrocanthosaurus, and I was hoping that I would be able to kill it alongside the Thyla with its bleed, but then this thing ended up raging. And at this point I'm like, GG's, my Thyla is about to get stomped into the finest wine. And then my game crashed, which for once was actually a blessing in disguise, because it ended up putting me right back to where I saw that Thyla. And this time his friend was there with him and didn't get the jump on me. So I just rinse and repeat. Boom, look how easy that was once I got him somewhere safe. Alright, perfect tame, max level Thyla. Here are the stats. I don't know if that's good. Crypod U. Mission accomplished, we're good to go. That's right, once again I'm taming another Gigantoraptor because this 135 has to be the highest level I've seen on the map yet. And I'm gonna keep it real with y'all and give you a little bit of a spoiler, but I do not end up using these fucking Gigantoraptors. I don't know why I was so fixated on taming them at this time, but I don't use them really to this day. Alright, so your boy's just out here trying to get a little bit of prime fish meat because I was trying to tame a little kitty cat. At the time of recording this, I think it might have been like a week or two since they dropped these things in the game, and I heard a lot about them, but I've never seen one for myself. So I'm like, yo, I want to tame one. And then I found out that I couldn't even tame the damn thing. So if you don't know already, it turns out that there's a chance when these things spawn that you just cannot tame them. Like, they don't fuck with you at all, which at that point the only way to tame one would be to get one of your tribe mates to try and feed it. But that's if the cat even likes them too, because there's a chance that it might not fuck with them either. And you know, since I'm on single player, I'm shit out of luck, so I didn't realize this was the case at the time of recording this. As you can see, I kept like trying again, but eventually I just got fed up and killed it. Like, and these things were so damn rare, man. Like, sometimes they wouldn't even spawn after a dino wipe. This was before I found out about prevent hibernation, so I was just not finding any. So I was like, yo, fuck this. So yeah, that was basically everything I got up to before the release of Ragnarok. So now we can get into the meat and potatoes of what really happened. So check it. Remember how I said that the game was crashing a lot at this time? Like every minute? It got so bad to the point where it would crash when I tried to load up the fucking game. Basically locking me out of my single player world on this island. And it was only the island. Every other map I could log into. It was just this one. I couldn't log into it at all. Which sucks because this is the only map that I'm playing on currently on ASA. So this is where I have all my stuff and I can't get into it. I don't want to start anew on a different map just for something like this to happen again and now I gotta just throw everything behind. Like, no, I'm not doing that. But yeah, every time I would try and load up the world, it would crash and hit me with a exception access violation, I think it was called. And this started happening, I want to say maybe like a week and a half or maybe like 2 weeks before Ragnarok dropped. And I was getting fed up, so I'm like, okay, I need to look somewhere. Maybe there's like a troubleshooting thing I can do. So I scour the internet. I'm looking on Reddit, I'm going to the Discord of Ark, and I want to say maybe like a handful of people were having the same issue as me. But when I say a handful, I mean a handful. Like, not a lot of people were talking about this issue. Even on the wildcard like patch notes that they would set in the Discord at the times, none of them were fixing this. I don't think they really acknowledged it. I don't know if they were aware that it was going on, but all I know is that it wasn't very like a common bug, so I think it went unnoticed for the most part. But yeah, for the few players that had that same issue, some of them responded to me with solutions, but they didn't work. Same thing with the Reddit people. They posted some solutions, none of those worked. I went to YouTube for solutions, none of those worked. Man, I did everything in the book, everything that you could think of to troubleshoot this game, I did. It did not work. I'm talking uninstalling the game, reinstalling it, taking out the mods, like putting in certain commands before you boot up the game, updating my fucking GeForce drivers, everything, man. I tried everything, nothing worked. Man, I got so desperate to the point where I actually went to like the official wildcard bug submission report page just to put that shit in hopes that they would see it. Waste of my fucking time, obviously. They don't check that shit. And at this point, it's been more than a month. It's been more than a month since I've been able to play this game, and I'm ready to just drop it altogether. I'm ready to just drop the game and just stop playing it forever because I made all this progress. I did all this stuff, and now I can't even access my world. It was like it's all for nothing, and nobody can help me. Wildcard wasn't doing anything to help, so I was like, that's it. I'm done. I'm done putting energy into this nonsense because this is not the new arc that they promised us. Why are we getting the same bugs as ASC? Why are we getting worse bugs than ASC? And there's no fix for it. So I said, I'm done. And I was about to delete the game too because it was just taking up unnecessary space on my PC. Until one faithful day. An ARC player from the Discord who had the same issue as me heard my cry for help, heard my pleas, and he ended up figuring out what the problem was and how to fix it. I'm gonna try my best to explain this. So think back to when Ragnarok and the 5.5 update were about to drop, maybe like a week before it was about to drop. They told us that in case of anything, it shouldn't be a problem when 5.5 drops, but in case of anything, make a backup save for your world. And it's funny because back on ASC, I would always make a backup save for my world, but up until this point, I never made no backup save for ASA. So I was like, you know what? That's a good idea. Anything can happen, especially with this game. So let me save my shit and make sure I have a backup in case anything gets lost or like, you know? Now the guy came to the conclusion that creating that backup save corrupted something in the world. It was either a file that got corrupted, something got corrupted within that save. So any world that had that backup save, you just wouldn't be able to get into it. The game would just crash. Exception violation. Now, the guy walked me through what I should do, and what I ended up doing was taking the files from the original ARC folder, so like ARC local profile, my character profile, the backup saves, that type of stuff. I took those, made a copy, put it in a separate folder. Then those original save files, I just deleted them because they were corrupted. I just got them the fuck out of there. And then the copied versions that I made, I put them back into their original spots. And just like that, I was able to load into the world again. I did have to just reclaim all of my creatures and my structures using commands because they didn't belong to me anymore, but it was still the same character. I still had all my stuff, my levels were there, all my engrams. I just had to reclaim all of my shit, and that's it. There were a couple of drawbacks, like my map progress got reset, my dossier progress got reset. Achievements that came with those I still got to keep, but yeah, that stuff ended up getting reset. So I told myself, damn, it is what it is. At least I have my world back, you know? But yeah, everything ended up working out in the end. All of my progress that actually matters, I got to keep. And it's all thanks to this person, yo, absolute fucking legend. If any of y'all are having this issue, I hope this video helps. But for now, let's check out Ragnarok. I'm on a mission. I'm trying to tame one of the fastest flyers in the entire game, the Griffin. Okay, here we got a 145, fucking phenomenal. And here we have a, what is this? 135. Okay, I might spin back and tame that one after the 145. And you know what? For once, I'm actually gonna build a trap because these things are very, they move around a lot and they're fast. So I need to have it in one spot just so I can knock it out. All right, fast forward, this motherfucker broke out the cage, bro. I completely forgot that these things are able to damage wooden structures. So yeah, he just completely broke the doors before I could knock him unconscious. I was really not in the mood to like build another gateway and then trying to lead him back into the trap, so I just said fuck it. I'm gonna just shoot him out in the open willy-nilly and just hope for the best until he decided to fly away. Now this is getting complicated. Obviously, I can't shoot off my RG, so I'm gonna just have to try and lead him somewhere where I can just hop off and shoot him from the ground, but I don't know how this is gonna go. Yes, this is what I'm talking about right here. He's stuck. Now I can just shoot his little booty hole. And down it goes. Perfect. Oh, my frames. Alright, mission accomplished. Got this bad boy unconscious. Put the kibble in there. Now we just gotta play the waiting game. Oh, the dossier just popped up on my screen and it's destroying my frames. That means it's tamed. Alright. And this thing can barely carry me. I forgot how trash their weight is. Let me see if I can remove some stuff here. Yes, sir. One of the best flyers in this game. Because not only can you take out your weapons on the back of this thing, but if we just fly up and get a little bit of altitude. Look at this. Yeah. We can dive. And with that, we get like a huge speed bonus. So no more slow flying for me. Hell no, we zooming from now on. And just as I say that, I go back to using the Argentavis. Because I ain't gonna lie, man, those stats, they need some work done on them. Especially the stamina and the weight. Just can't really maintain my character right now. So we're just gonna use the Argentavis for now. Alright, now I'm just gonna like go out and just find as many high level griffins as I can and just tame them all. Alright, 140. I ended up switching out my Argentavis for the griffin that I tamed just so like I could, you know, shoot off the back of it. Makes taming way more easier. Okay, this one is stuck in a rock for some reason. Ooh. Oh, he's out. He's out. Let's go. Alright, time to actually knock this thing out now. Slumber. Yo, my boy slumped. Look at his legs. I put like 5 of these joints in there. Now we wait. Nah, I don't like the way the legs look on this thing. It look like I got hit by a bus. Why does it look mangled? Alright, perfect tame, level 140, up and ready to go. Okay, let's just compare stats here. Interesting. Alright, let's look at this one. Okay, so this new one has better health and stamina. Nice. Alright, let's cryopod you, and let's go tame some more. Alright, so the fact that I ran out of tranquilizer darts completely messed up the flow of what I had going on here, because now I had to switch to tranquilizer arrows, but I didn't have a good bow on me. I just got a primitive one, so of course that wasn't enough to knock out this griffin, so I just had to take the L and let bro fly off until our next encounter. For the time being, I just had to tend to the other griffins that I knocked out and tamed. Alright, so check it. My stubborn ass was fixed on this 145 griffin, and I ended up killing like a couple other creatures to get some more trank arrows, thinking that this was going to be enough. Newsflash, it was not enough. And honestly, I don't know why I even thought it was going to be enough, because the rifle that I was using for the other griffins was Ascendant, and they were still taking like a good amount to knock out, so there was no way I was going to knock it out with a crossbow, especially a primitive one. I guess I assumed that the torpor on that thing was already pretty high because I already shot at it a couple times with the darts, and I guess I just thought that the arrows would be able to finish it off, but clearly that was not the case. But yeah, I just decided to leave that griffin alone for now, go back, pick up all of the griffins that I tamed. Then I made my way over to the green obelisk, uploaded my character back to the island, flew back to base, got some tranquilizer darts, flew back to the obelisk, transferred back onto Ragnarok, and continued from there. Seems a bit cheeky, I know, but from the moment you saw me on Rag with my creatures and all my gear, you knew what I was getting into this episode. And on top of all that, I made sure I pumped some levels into the griffin that I'm riding on, so shouldn't have any problems with stamina or weight, so we good to go. Let's knock this thing out. Okay, I think we tamed enough griffins for now, but we have another creature on the to tame list, and that is the new bison. And I say new as if this creature hasn't been out for months now, along with this map. Shit, Valgyro's already out, and I'm only now making a video on Ragnarok. I'm very behind. But hey, slow motion is better than no motion. Yes! Another shot on him head top, right on the dome ski. And him a drop asleep. Sweet dreams, Bull cow. Ah, hex, now look at this bison trying to aura farm with that lightning bolt in the background. Nah, son, I'm the only aura farmer here. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. And just like that, bro lost all his aura. Got done in by a Dimorphodon. Alright, you. Let me give you 2 of these just to see how much you want. Let's see how much percentage one of these things give. Oh, he's eating. 16.5. Okay, so I think I gave him a 1 too many. He didn't need that extra one, but fuck it, who cares? You shove these blackberries down your throat. I don't want you waking up, no sir. Alright, I found another 140 for us to knock out while the other one tames up. But first, we gotta take care of these aloes. Or maybe not. These things are actually holding their own against the aloes. Let me just kill these other bisons then. 1 shot, 2 shot, 1 shot for you, and you're dead. Alright, you're next, buddy. Ooh, you passed me the layup. I missed. Hold on. Shot him in his hip. Alright. You should be the last one. There we go. Alright, time to knock your ass out. And he's out. That did not take long whatsoever. Let me fly back to Greenob. I think I have some narcotics in the chest I left over there. Let me get my drugs. Alright, I got your prescription, sir. Yo. What the? Nah, these gotta be like adolescent ones. They're not even aggressive. Yeah, they're not adult ones. I thought those were some adult ones for a sec. Camping the body. It's about to say I'm about to squabble up again. Okay, so in total, we managed to tame 6 high-level griffins, including the one that I'm riding on. And if I'm not mistaken here, the 217s that I have like the best stats out of all of them. All right, let's fly over to the first bison we knocked out because it's about to tame up. He's up and ready to rumble, wondering where his pop was at. I'm right here, son. Game hits me with the dossier for this thing and completely blows my frame smooth off my computer in a laggy style and fashion. Let me get a good look at you, boy. I like this model. Nice model. I'm so glad this thing is finally in the game because if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure this was like in the past creature votes for the longest time and it never got voted #1. Until now, that is. Look at your stats. What the fuck is my character doing to it? Hello? I can't move. Yo! Nah, what the hell? My character was trying to make some ground beef by grinding on the beef. Nah, bro, that's bestiality. This freaky ass game. Anyways, 7,680 health. That's really good. What the fuck? These things are pretty tanky just right off the bat like that. Good health pool. Okay, I like what I'm seeing. These things big as shit too. I didn't even realize how tall they were at the shoulders. My character is 6 foot. This thing's like 8 feet tall. Like 8 to 9 feet tall at least. Anyways, now that this one's tamed up, let's go fly over and check on the other one. Okay, yellow drop has a ring around it too. Let's see what's inside. Okay. The leggings are pretty good. I'll just drop the rest of the stuff. Gladly take those leggings though. It's good armor on that. Oh my frames. Oh my lord. Why is it dropping like this? And why is there an alpha raptor right near my bison? Let me just... We gotta kill this thing quick before it... No. See, I knew it was gonna do this. It's making its way to the bison. It's gonna ruin it. Gotta kill it quick. Gotta kill it quick. Come on. Come on, bro. I can't even see, bro. Lag. It's lagging so much. Don't go near my bison. Why? Oh my god. Okay. I need to do this in a way where I don't hit the bison, but I can hit the raptor. Just hit its tail. Come on. There we go. Ooh. I hit something. Come on. There we go. Of course, the last thing that I was planning on taming is the one that has to fuck up, and I gotta do everything all over again. Yeah, I'm gonna just let him wake up. I'm gonna knock him unconscious again, and then we just repeat this. And there's a Carno here. Come out to me blood clot site. She's up and she's booking it right now that she owe me money. Bow, tranquilizer, pan your back. Now me have to wait for her to yam the kibble again. Cut me some slack. Dog, me hungry. Me want a Big Mac. Turn around, girl. Your body fat. Okay, I'm done. Okay, this big fat walking piece of steak is finally up, and the kids are just wandering around, not knowing what to do with themselves without a parental figure in their life. But guess what? That's not my fucking problem. I am not gonna be the father that stepped up. I got shit to do. Okay, let's see here. So all the griffins with the good stats, I'm just put in this griffin here. And then these two, I'm gonna just throw them out here and I'm just leave them here, honestly. Okay, so now I'd say that we're about like a quarter of the way done here with what we're trying to do, because if y'all couldn't tell already, I'm trying to do some mutations. Come on, y'all already know how I am, how I be, how I stay on my body, what type of time I'm on. I'm trying to make some abominations, bro. Y'all know this by now, come on. But yeah, I think we're done trying to get high levels now. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to go back to base, do a little bit of breeding, get all the stats together, and then I'm gonna catch y'all back when that's done.
3:28 a.m.
All right, we're back for a little update. Let me show you the progress that I've made so far. As you can see, there's a lot of bisons and griffins of all different types of colors. All right, for the bison, I've already settled on a color scheme, but I'm still iffy on the griffin. I don't know exactly which of these colors I want to use yet. But yeah, this is what the bison's gonna look like. Literally just blue and white, simple, you know? I'm adding another blue tame to the roster of my creatures. But if we look over here, we ended up getting 2 health mutations, 3 stamina, 4 melee, and 1 weight mutation. And then these are what the stats are looking like. Nothing too crazy, you know? I was surprised I got 4 melee mutations though. I'm usually not too lucky with melee. Let's compare those stats with the original ones. So here's what the original ones are looking like. No mutations, obviously. Now I'll just show the griffins off. So far we got 2. One of my bisons just died. I think it starved to death. Anywho, shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, we got 2 health, 2 stamina, 1 weight, and 1 melee so far. So nothing crazy. And as of this moment, right now, these two griffins here are the top contenders for which color scheme I'm gonna choose. So yeah, I'm either gonna go with this purple and white color scheme or the green and white one behind it. I don't know, man. I'm picky right now. I don't know which one to choose. Got griffin babies popping out the wazoo right now. But if we go over here, we also have like this cranberry color on the wings right here. The silver color looks really nice. I'm really debating using this one. There's so many colors, man. I don't know, man. Like, I'm stumped right now. We got this blue color on the underbelly too. That same purple color on the back. We got like this minty green type of color on the wings there. This one has yellow. There's just a whole bunch of colors, man. Got a lot of colors, a lot of choices to choose from. So make sure y'all stay tuned to see what color I end up picking. Alright, we back, and boy, let me tell you, I've been busy. So I ended up coming back to Ragnarok and just tamed a whole bunch of griffins and bisons off camera. And if you couldn't tell already by the names I gave them, I wanted to get some traits. And I ended up finding a hefty amount. If we look in here, I got some more in here. I got a Athletic 3 for the griffin, that's really good. Protective 3 for the bison, Carefree 2, Tenacious 1, could be better. Vampiric 2, that's really good. And we got a Tenacious 1 over here. If we look back here, Tenacious 2, Aggressive 1. Got a whole bunch of Aggressives and Angries. We got 3 Fatty back there. That's really good. Angry 2, Aggressive 2. So, yeah, we found like a decent amount. We got Carefree 1 here. We found a decent amount of traits. So, I'm definitely going to have to extract some of these real quick. Aggressive 2. I think that's it. That should be the last one. Let me just look around here. Make sure I'm not leaving any behind. Oh yeah, and Carefree, let me get that one. That'll help out with the speed on my griffin. All right, 10 traits. I'm gonna just go ahead and transfer all my stuff and the other griffins and bisons with the traits I need. Then we can get cracking with these mutations and beat up something good. Side mission, side mission, side mission. Let go. Look at this. Vampiric 3 on a Mosasaur. Yo. I've never been able to get Vampiric 3 on any type of creature. So if it's a Mosasaur, bro, I'm definitely gonna tame that. So let's just go ahead and gear up real quick. We got my boy Poseidon here on standby, ready to go. My boy trying to get his feet wet. It's been a hot minute since we did a little oceanic adventure. But yeah, I'm gonna just quickly tame this thing, get it straight, and then we can go back to what we was doing before. All right, we're back, and bada bing, bada boom. Here's the finished product. I ended up going with like a cyan or like a teal type of color on the wings, and then like a green on the back, on the underbelly. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna go with this. I'm happy with this one. But yeah, we're reaching the end of this mutation breeding project I got going on for these Ragnarok creatures. While the bison didn't get any more mutations, we got more for the griffins. So here's the original stats. Okay, now before I show you the new stats, we ended up getting 4 health, 4 stamina, 4 melee, and then 1 weight, which is a big improvement on the original amount that we got. Okay, this little one's gonna need Karen just now. Wants a cuddle. 100% off of 1 imprint. Yo, I promise you my cuddle rates aren't crazy like this. On average, usually I'm having to imprint like 5 or 4 times each time I raise a creature, but 100% off of 1 imprint, that is interesting. Anywho, we got our bison over here that we're imprinting to, so we gotta watch out for the timer on that one too. You want a cuddle? 25%. All right, halfway there. Think I finally came up with a name for this one. Sky. Let me spell it like a normal person. Sky. There we go. Also, little update over here. I ended up making a, what do you call this? A grinder? It's not an industrial grinder. What do you call this shit again? Well, whatever the hell this thing is called, it is making me yield so much of the extraordinary kibble. Like, look at this. I don't even think I had a stack worth in here before I made this thing. And I've just been like grinding up thylas, and it just gives you so much kibble. It feels like I'm cheating at this point. Okay, what do you want? Let's see. Another cuddle. Wonderful. 35%. 1 more to go. All right. This is the last one. Is it follow? Yes, it is. I knew it. Let's go. Let's go. Because you're about to mature. So I'm not even trying to waste no time. You just hurry up and get this imprint. Come on. Yo, he's taking his sweet ass time walking around. Yo, what is this AI, man? Yo, I swear there's no reason for him to be moving this slowly. Like, there's spots in the base where he can just like maneuver through. Wait, did I get it? It's not red anymore. Oh, I got it. Oh, let's go. All right, 100% imprinted. Let's take this saddle off of you so I can put it onto the new bison. Sky over here is still taking her sweet time trying to like grow up. What the hell? What is with the like the raising process of a griffin is so strange. It takes forever for it to grow up, and when you're imprinting it, it just takes 1 imprint. Like, it's 100% right off the bat. I don't know, bro. But okay, here's the bison. Looking at the stats here. Stats are looking pretty good, pretty beefy. Let's hop on here. Oh shoot. I just remembered something. Yo, what is the one thing that I went back to Ragnarok for again? The traits. And what did I forget to put on the bison? The traits. Ah, shit. Now I gotta raise up another one all over again, because you can't add in the traits to adult ones. They have to be juvenile. Alright, well, before I do that, let me just add in the traits to Sky. So we got 3 athletic, 2 vampiric, 1 carefree, 2 aggressive, and then 3 fatty. These are gonna come in handy for fighting wyverns. We got good health regen, we got armor, we got speed, stamina regen, we're Gucci. And if we look back here, we still have a couple more griffin traits to spare. So I don't know, maybe if I wanna breed up another one, I could put these into it. I got the bison traits here. I literally only could find like 5 good ones when I was back at Rag. So yeah, these are the ones that we're gonna be using. And yeah, as you can see here, I can't transfer it. Target must be baby. So Yeah, I'm gonna have to just raise up another one real quick.
2 hours later.
All right, brought up another one. I'm gonna just level it up real quick. Okay, let's take a look at this bad boy outside. All right, so I finally got these fuck ass traits on him, so we're good in that regard. Already got some levels on Sky here that I need to apply, so let's do that real quick. Okay, I think I'm gonna cap it off at 10k health, and with this stamina, I don't know if I want to add more. The thing is with Griffins, you gotta be like mindful of how many levels you're putting into each stat, because Griffin stats suck. So you're gonna want your health, stamina, weight, melee. You're gonna want all those to be very well rounded. Crap! I hit the water. Ah, shit. But nah, like right now, I'm just trying to get a feel for like how much drainage is on that stamina. Because if there's like a lot, I'm gonna want to pump some more levels into that. Can this motherfucker land, bro? Yo, like, can you... hell no. I already know this is gonna give me problems in the future, eh? There's gonna be a scenario where I'm getting chased by something and I'm gonna need a quick getaway, and this motherfucker is just gonna be doing circles around me. But nah, like, as I was saying, with Griffins, you want a generous amount of points into each of the 4 like main stats, because they all need it. In my opinion, I don't think any of the stats on a Griffin are like worth leaving alone. You know how some creatures have like really high weight naturally, so you don't really gotta pump any in weight? Griffins, nah, like each of those 4 stats, they need a certain amount of levels into it. But yeah, the stamina drain's not that bad, so I guess I can put some into melee, put a good amount. But then again, it's like, you can't go wrong with having like a good amount of stamina on a Griffin. Maybe I should get it to 20k instead. Let me get it to 20k. Get that to 20k and put the rest in melee. I know what I said about like the 4 main stats getting a certain amount of numbers of points into each stat, but I'm gonna just leave that weight alone because it's doing me a justice for now. So I'm just prioritize the other stats. But yo, we zooming on this shit. This is probably gonna be my main mount for the longest time. Top tier transportation right here. We're just so fast in the area. We're gonna be able to get to A to B in no time. Pteranodon, let me test out the damage. 2k. Holy smokes. Yeah, the wyverns on Ragnarok, they're cooked, bro. I'm gonna take this thing back and steal some eggs. Let me see. Yeah, 2k. Doing 2k damage. That's really fucking good. Wow, so we're doing that type of damage with the vampiric trait on top of that. So we're gonna be able to heal like in no time. Yellow drop, please have something good in it, bro. Please. Man, what the fuck is this? The damn thing had a ring around it, so I'm expecting something good, like an ascended saddle, a shotgun blueprint. Nah, you want to give me ammo and angler gel. What the fuck is that shit? But yeah, I'm happy with how this Griffin turned out. Love the colors, love the damage output we're doing. We got some good traits on it, especially with the vampiric and athletic. Griffins are already fast enough as it is, but it's the fact that we're gonna be able to just like get hit and keep coming back with the heals and the regen. We're gonna be unstoppable, bro. The resilience on this thing is gonna be immaculate. Okay, now it's time to turn our attention to the bison here. Let's just level it up real quick. See, this is a prime example of a creature that has stats that you do not need to touch. The stamina and the weight, I did not need to put any points into that. They're already high enough as it is. All right, we're gonna take this blue bastard on a little test drive. So I know you can do extra damage with the charge. That's not it. That's our like normal damage. Let's try that again. There we go. 1,000, over 1,000 damage. Okay, that's pretty good. Then if you have your head down, you can launch things up in the air, which is fucking sick. Look at this, look at this. Alright, my son. Yeah, running around on these guys is damn, did I get a headshot? 1,500? That must have been a headshot. But yeah, running around on these guys is pretty fun. Like imagine you and your tri-mates just have like a whole legion of these things. You just bulldozing through anything that comes your way, just launching things up in the air. Like this thing is fun to use. But yeah, really satisfied for how this one came out as well. No complaints about this creature, really and truly. The thing serves its purpose well. It's a powerhouse and it's fun to use. Okay, before we end things off, let's just get Let's get some healing going. See if I can get this guy back up to full health. Just realized I gave the Griffin a name, but I ain't give the Bison a name, so let's change that real quick. I'm gonna call you Berry because you're blue like a blueberry. Guys, aren't I so fucking creative? Never mind the violence going on in the background here, but we got the Griffin and the Bison. Sky and Berry posted up just aura farming. I got them out here in the daylight so you can see the colors a little bit better. But yeah, once again, I'm really happy with how this came out. If you thought I should have used like a different color, let me know what color you think I should use, because I got like a whole bunch. I could have remake these if I really wanted to, but yeah, I'm happy with how this came out. I'm not gonna hold you, this video should have came out ages ago. Like, I'm only now exploring Ragnarok and Valgyro's out. I'm behind, I know, but I'm just gonna have to go at my own pace for now. But yeah, if y'all liked the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe for more. You already know I got more videos in the vault ready to drop. I got a whole bunch of plans and little side projects I got coming up soon, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and without further ado, hope y'all take it easy.